Have you ever joined a team meeting where everyone shows up and then just stares at each other because no one knows who's supposed to start? Or maybe you've been in that meeting where one tiny topic somehow turns into a 40-minute debate, and by the time it's over, you're wondering why you even needed to be there in the first place. It's frustrating, it's awkward, and it's definitely not productive. An average professional spends over 3 hours a week in unproductive meetings. That's nearly half a workday gone with nothing to show for it. Today, we're tackling a skill that every leader, manager, and team member needs, but few are ever really taught how to conduct a productive team meeting. Whether you're leading a small project group or running company-wide sessions, the way you structure and guide your meetings can make or break your team's momentum. In this video, we are going to show you simple, practical strategies you can start using immediately, techniques that help you save time, get clearer outcomes, and make sure everyone walks away aligned and confident. Why productive meetings matter? Let's be honest. Meetings can either move your team forward or drain everyone's energy. We've all sat in those sessions where the conversation goes in circles, people repeat the same points, and you walk out thinking, that could have been wrapped up in 5 minutes. Inefficient meetings don't just waste time, they kill momentum, create confusion, and leave your team feeling frustrated instead of focused. On the flip side, a well-run meeting can be a total game changer. It brings clarity, aligns everyone on priorities, and sparks real progress. When people know exactly why they're there and what they need to walk away with, decisions get made faster and work flows smoother. So let's fix that, starting today. Step 1. Meetings must have a leader. Every productive meeting starts with one simple thing: a clear leader. And no, the leader doesn't have to be the loudest voice in the room or the person with the fanciest title. They're simply the person responsible for guiding the conversation, keeping things on track, and making sure the meeting actually achieves its purpose. Think of the meeting leader as the navigation system. Without one, the discussion can drift, side conversations pop up, and before you know it, you're miles away from the real goal. But when someone steps up to lead, everyone knows who's steering, what direction you're headed, and how you'll get there. Step 2. Set the ground rules. Have you ever been in a meeting where half the team is checking emails, someone is whispering across the table, and no one seems to know when it's their turn to speak? Meetings like that feel chaotic, unproductive, and honestly, exhausting. That's why setting clear ground rules at the start is a game changer. Simple rules can make a huge difference. No devices unless necessary. Raise your hand and wait for your turn to speak. And no side conversations. You can even add a friendly reminder to stick to the agenda or keep comments concise. Clear ground rules keep everyone engaged, the conversation on track, and the meeting productive for everyone. Step 3. Create a clear agenda. If meetings had a secret weapon, it would absolutely be a clear agenda. Seriously, nothing transforms a meeting faster. A good agenda tells everyone what we're talking about, how long we're spending on each topic, and who needs to come prepared. Without it, the meeting usually turns into that familiar chaos where people ask, wait, why are we here again? For example, imagine joining a meeting and discovering the first 20 minutes are spent figuring out what to discuss. Frustrating, right? Now compare that to a meeting where you walk in already knowing topic, review new marketing ideas, time limit, 10 minutes, responsibility, Sarah presents 2 options. Suddenly, everyone's focused and ready. And here's a simple but powerful tip. Send the agenda at least 24 hours before the meeting. This gives people time to think, prepare, and show up ready to contribute, making the whole meeting run smoother and faster. Step 4. Invite only the necessary people. One of the biggest secrets to a productive meeting is simple. Don't invite everyone. Smaller groups stay focused, make decisions faster, and avoid the classic too many voices, not enough clarity problem. Remember the saying, 8 people is a discussion, 15 is an audience. And it's true, once a meeting gets too big, half the people stop participating, and the other half struggle to stay on track. Think about it. Have you ever joined a meeting and realized your only job was to sit there and listen? For an hour? Not fun. Or maybe you've seen a discussion get completely sidetracked because someone who wasn't even involved in the project shared a random opinion. By inviting only the people who truly need to be there, decision makers, contributors, or those directly affected, you keep the meeting fast, focused, and meaningful. Plus, you respect everyone else's time by not dragging them into something they don't need to attend. Step 5. Kick off with clarity. How you start a meeting sets the tone for everything that follows. If the opening is messy or unclear, the rest of the meeting usually follows that same chaotic vibe. But when you start strong, clear, organized, and confident, the team instantly locks in. Begin with a quick recap of the meeting's goals. For example, today we're finalizing the product launch timeline and assigning owners for each task. Now everyone knows exactly why they're there. Next, assign roles if needed. A timekeeper helps prevent rambling, and a note-taker ensures decisions don't disappear as soon as the meeting ends. It's like giving your meeting its own mini support team. And be upfront about expectations. Say something like, "I'd love everyone to share one idea during the discussion." This instantly boosts engagement. Step 6. Guide the conversation, don't control it. Once the meeting gets going, as a leader, your job isn't to talk the most. It's to guide the discussion so everyone stays focused and involved. Think of yourself as the host of a group conversation, not the star of the show. Keep things on track by gently steering the team back when they drift. For example, if someone goes off on a tangent, you can say, "Great point, let's bookmark that and return to our main topic." This keeps momentum without shutting anyone down. Encourage quieter members too. Sometimes the best ideas come from the person who's been silently processing everything. Try saying, "Alex, I'd love to hear your take on this." And focus on asking clarifying questions, not leading ones, like, "What's the main concern here?" instead of pushing your own answer. A good leader creates space for everyone, keeps the energy balanced, and ensures real progress happens. Step 7. Control the clock. Think about the last meeting, where one topic hijacked the entire session. Maybe someone went into storytelling mode, or the debate got stuck on tiny details. A simple time reminder would have saved the day. Time can either be your biggest ally or your biggest meeting killer. Without a clear time limit, discussions drag, decisions slow down, and suddenly a 20-minute meeting becomes a full-blown hour. That's why every meeting, no matter how small, needs a set end time and time frames for each agenda item. As the leader, it's your job to signal the time. For example, you might say, "We're 5 minutes from wrapping this section, let's finalize our decision." This keeps people focused and prevents long-winded detours. Step 8. Wrap up clearly and follow through. Ever left a meeting feeling like everyone nodded and agreed on next steps, only to realize the next day that no one actually knew what to do? That's why summarizing key decisions and following up is non-negotiable. Before ending the meeting, quickly review action items, who owns them, and their deadlines. You can say something like, "Before we wrap up, let's make sure we're all aligned. Sarah will finalize the report by Friday, and Mark will coordinate with the design team by Wednesday." This ensures no one leaves confused. Then, follow up with a clear summary, minutes, notes, or a short email sent promptly to all participants. This reinforces accountability and keeps everyone on track. A meeting isn't truly productive until the decisions made are recorded, shared, and acted upon. So we hope that you find these tips helpful. Hit like, subscribe for more productivity hacks, and drop a comment sharing your biggest meeting challenge. We'd love to hear how you plan to make your next meeting truly productive.